Hey, what up, y'all? It's your boy Creative Beatdown. Today, we're going to review the ultimate attack, Hell's Flash by Android 16. So, pretty much with this move, I'm going to show it to you right now. Android 16 is a defensive type character. With Android 16 being a defensive type character, it is kind of, I would say it's not obvious, but the way the move works, one thing they don't tell you within the description, I'm gonna say Xenoverse, the descriptions for things, they don't never tell the whole thing. But we kind of should expect that by now. So when you throw out Hell's Flash, so you're gonna have this pillar, right? So this is the initial attack. So you throw out the blast and you blast it towards the ground. You will always blast it towards the ground. And then after that, as soon as your beam makes contact with the surface of the map, it will explode everything else, causing that to happen. And it does a good amount of damage for my character, level 180, does a bar and a half. Does a bar and a half. So, and this also has a hitbox of its own. So you see, I'm hitting him with the hitbox of its own right there. And then he also gets hit with the additional attack, but it kind of makes no difference. So let's get into how this move works. So this move does give you armor for the majority part of it. You have to be careful so that you don't get guard broken. So we're going to tell you how to do that. Because I recommend there's two ways to use this move. Of course, you could try comboing it, but you have to find specific combos for it. Like with Android 16, he has a combo that could work without a stamina break. So it'll kind of guarantee hit and it'll kind of guarantee him throwing it out safe. So there's multiple ways you could throw this attack out safe. You could go for a downward strike or a knockback. So at this point, like if they do anything, you at least get a trade-off. So a trade-off is when two people attack each other and they both take each other's attack. But if they're doing like a burst dash against my whole ult, they're just finna take that ult and I'm only getting my guard broken at most. Or I'm just taking a little charge hit or whatever. But they're taking a whole ult. So they might not want to trade. So you see right there. I'm gonna say with this ultimate, the best way to use it outside of a combo, you could set it up. You could do a combo to set it up. Like it's gonna vary with different custom characters. So, oh whoops. So this is a cool setup right there. So if I hit him with that, I can guarantee throw this out. I can guarantee throw this out at minimum. I'm not saying it's going to hit. I'm saying at minimum, I can guarantee get this attack out. So I hit him with that. And almost like every character has some sort of way to where they could get their attack out in a safe manner. So you can even, by the time he burst dashes me, it's done. It's wraps. It's wraps. By the time he burst dashes me, it's wraps. So the other thing they don't tell you about this move is when you actually launch this attack and it hits the ground. So it hits the ground. Pillars don't just pop up randomly. There will always be the main pillar that will erupt at the position of your opponent if they are in range. It will always hit them. It always at least try. It'll always erupt at their position. That's why I've never missed this yet when showing you this video. So you want to work on trying to get this out safe. You need at least 2.5 seconds to actually throw that blast out. So if you could buy 2.5 seconds within any situation when you're close to your opponent, you got it. Because look, one, two, think about it, all you need is 2.5 seconds. One, two, you need 2.5 seconds. That's all you need. And if you could keep your opponent close to you, because there is a way, like, so you could throw this out, right? And your opponent runs away from you, and they're all the way back there now, right? They're all the way back there, and they move forward. So you might not have your guard broken, but pretend Trunks didn't get hit. They move out the way, and now you're vulnerable still. But it's different when your opponent is right up on you. That's why I'm saying this is better at close range. Because imagine your opponent being right up on you. Now look at that blast. Look at that pillar. That pillar is hitting at an angle. You are completely protected from that. Oh, using that pillar. As long as your opponent is close to you, the pillar will it will erupt at an angle and it will protect you. So even if y'all do trade, they're getting hit by that pillar because it is going to pop up wherever your opponent is currently at. And if they are close to you, that's how you protect yourself. It's as simple as that. So you can kind of use this within, I say, a defensive manner, as long as you could buy yourself 2.5 seconds. Do that in whatever way you see fit. If you gotta, so that's buying. So if you could buy 2.5 seconds, if you could measure that out right, if you could just do that without them doing that immediately, if you could catch them while they're attacking, you find a gap. If you could buy 2.5 seconds before they break your guard, I am telling you, this will make for a great defensive ultimate because you can find that gap as long as you could get 2.5 seconds out. Please, as long as you could get 2.5 seconds out. That's all you gotta do to get that ult out. And if they trying to break your guard, that's what you want. You want them to barely make it in time. You want that trade-off at best. You want them to try to trade with you, because then it's too late. Because they're more likely to get away from your attack if they completely try to avoid it and they completely forget about the thought of trying to break your guard. If they try to go away and they just do this, then yeah, more than likely they could get away. But if they're right by you, like if they're trying to come towards you, then do that, and you already got that blast out and it already hit the ground, they could break your guard, but the blast is still coming out, which means they are in trouble. As simple as that. That's kind of pretty much the gist of Hell's Flash. It can make for a great defensive ult. You could combo with it too, so it has a bit of use in a few different ways and manners. But definitely try to buy the 2.5 seconds if you can to use it defensively. You could be blocking, like I said, you could be blocking. Get that opening, because if you're behind them, right, they can't break your guard. But they gotta first turn around. Then they gotta turn around some way, shape, or form, unless they vanish, and then now they gotta do that. So now they gotta try to do that, anything like that. But they gotta do that before you get the 2.5 seconds. I keep stressing that because I'm saying that's the time you need to release this attack and to actually have the pillar come out. If you're not playing on a grounded map, you're done. This move has become useless. You have to play on a map that has a ground. So if you're playing on a sky map, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you're cooked. You can't even play on Kami's Lookout and do this move. You're cooked. But anyway, I do hope. Oh, well, let me show you real quick. Hell's Flash with a bit of boosted damage. I have no Super Soul on right now, so you can definitely boost the damage of this. Okay, 2 bars of health, and it actually attacks. I would say the damage per second, not even that bad. Not even that bad. But it's your boy Creative Beatdown. I really hope you guys appreciate this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And please stay creative.